Hi, Thomas. Great to see you. Thanks for joining us today to discuss, what's going on as Skyline. As far as I know, obviously we're in interesting times. You have the DataMiner product, and platform, which is obviously can help out a lot of these new workflows that people are kind of investigating and taking on. So, kind of give us a little bit of an overview of what the NAB messaging would have been this year as far as new products and features.
Sure. Hi, Ken. Good morning, good afternoon to everybody. Indeed, we live in interesting and also pretty challenging times. And yeah, it's not only our industry for sure. Before I start talking about DataMiner, it's really what we see that world full of disruptions, not only in the media industry, as I said, many years back, you had probably the first smartphone, which came up from Apple that kind of killed other companies like Nokia in a very short time, and nobody could foresee that or did foresee that. And there's always this day after tomorrow, and we see Corona as maybe the best example right now, that we cannot foresee the future and we cannot really have our 5 years plan anymore as we did in the past. What we always call this at Skyline, or this more generic term is called so-called VUCA world. This is where we live, in a volatile world, in an uncertain world, in a complex world, in an ambiguous world. And that certainly has also an impact to our business, and this is what we try to cope with. We have a lot of challenges in the media industry, like going to a more non-linear business. IT security is a big topic, but also now with Corona, we see a lot of other topics all over a sudden taking priority, like remote management, business continuity. There's the focus on that one, and also disaster recovery, distributed operations, things like that. And how to do that, how to approach those challenges for us is really to help companies with DataMiner, with our network management platform, to turn the operation in a more agile operation than it was before. And to be clear, agility to us, and not only to us, it's not about speed. It's not going as fast as possible from one part to another part and move your body as fast as you can in one direction. Agility is really the ability to go fast, to accelerate, to decelerate, to stabilize at a certain point, but moreover to quickly change directions whenever it's required. And with Corona as an example, every company has to change directions as fast as possible to live with the new normal, or to adapt to the new normal.
Right. Right.
The data-driven operations, that's the second part where we focus on, next to agility, is really to have the right data, to consume the right data, to ingest the right data, to process the right data. There's a big focus on DataMiner on our current release called DataMiner X on machine learning algorithms, to turn your operation in a more proactive one. When you use machine learning, you can do simple things like forecasting. Forecasting means forecasting the behavior of certain metrics, but also on a complete system. When you can forecast something, it's easy to react before things actually go wrong, or also to automatically group certain incidents. In the past, you had those network management systems where you saw alarm storms, tons of alarms, where you first had to dig into and try to find the root cause. Whereas when you have the right data in place and using your machine learning algorithms on top, it's way easier now to group those alarms, to pinpoint the operator to the actual root cause, to really bring down the time to repair and the time until you're back in operation, or before things go even wrong.
So
at the end, we see DataMiner more as a
Okay. Continue.
Sorry, go on.
That's good. So I mean, do you see that? Is there like self-healing within the systems also with the use of AI and machine learning to solve its own problems? And
ideally, it's self-healing. That's the ideal scenario when you use machine learning, when you use AI algorithms to say we analyze the behavior of a system. It's not so much anymore about a certain metric at a certain point in time, like it was before. When you hit a threshold, you fire an alarm. It's really about collecting as much data as possible to analyze the overall behavior.
Right.
self-healing often means to be able to swap to a different path, to pick up a different route in the network, to avoid the issue. Ideally, we can even do this before the issue arises, when we know quite likely that link might go down. There is a network degradation. You have another half an hour until we reach a point where we have real trouble on air. Then DataMiner can initiate some actions to do those self-healing automation scripts at the background. This is what we are using technically.
Right.
Next to self healing, it's really about to be able to do self-healing, you have to know about all your resources. That's important. You have to know about the exact resource availability and their capacity, their capabilities, to be able to find an alternative when things go wrong in a certain way or a certain part of your operation. This is also what we are focusing on. It's really about the orchestration part of DataMiner, to be able to say, whatever you need to do, we have to automate it as much as possible. It's not only the self-healing or the failover, disaster recovery scenarios, but also your daily business. A lot of operations in MCRs, in production, contribution, distribution, doesn't matter. They're still very manually driven, which is often a cause for errors. Humans are causing issues. They make mistakes. When we can automate those processes, that adds a lot of security to the overall operation. So automation orchestration is key for us to really know about every resource you can use, and not only those resources which you have on-prem, but also distributed resources. This could be your remote facilities. And we see that a lot of people have to work from home. You have to do something remotely. Doesn't necessarily mean the equipment you want to orchestrate, you want to manage is close to you. That can be anywhere. And anywhere includes also the cloud, for sure.
Right, sure. So obviously one of the big trends at NAB this year would have been the move towards a lot of the big players, Sony, Grass Valley, rolling out big initiatives around cloud-based virtualized systems. How does that change the opportunities for you in the marketplace, as far as if everybody else is kind of getting into this sort of like cloud-based, software-based ecosystem? Does that open up new opportunities for you guys as far as playing a role within their systems in terms of orchestrating a Sony or a Grass Valley or Evertz virtualized system?
Yeah, absolutely. There is a trend to see more and more cloud-based deployments. Not only for disaster recovery, this was probably the first phase to move certain parts of the operation into the cloud. Cloud, to us is technically not such a big difference. We interface with like any device, doesn't matter which protocol, which vendor it is, any data source we interface with, doesn't matter if it's in the cloud or not, but the workflows, they are changing, and the way people need to combine on-prem and cloud-based systems, that's a big topic to us. You see a lot of cloud-based only orchestration systems. You can perfectly manage things in the cloud, but then there's the link missing to the existing on-prem equipment. That's something we cover with DataMiner to say, we have one single operation, we call it end-to-end orchestration, to not only cover your on-prem, but also your cloud-based deployments, and bring that all together. Not to just create or build another island, because this is what we also see a lot in with our customers. They go to the cloud, but at the end, some of them, they build up another island you have to manage fully independent, which is not what you want to do if you want to expand your operation to the cloud. You don't want to create a small island which is in the cloud.
Right, gotcha. Well, thanks for your time, Thomas. It was great to chat and catch up and understand the systems and where you guys fit into the marketplace. Obviously, we will hopefully have a chance to meet in person and see each other again later this summer, or at least in the fall, with a little bit of luck. So be well. Thank you for everything, and stay healthy.